Today, we're jumping into InspectEx. That's an AI platform from InspectEx AI.
Right.
And it seems like it's really starting to change how inspections happen in, well, some pretty critical places.
Absolutely.
Our mission here, for you listening, is to get a good handle on this tech, how it works, why it matters. Think of it as a shortcut to understanding this new approach.
Yeah, in Luminex AI, they're really focused on, operational safety efficiency,
Yeah.
using data to make better decisions proactively.
Okay. So what's the big problem they're trying to solve with InspectEx? What's the challenge?
Well, the core challenge really is that it's surprisingly hard for humans to consistently turn what they see during an inspection into usable data.
Mm.
Traditional visual checks, they can be subjective, inconsistent, getting objective, measurable info every single time.
That's tough.
Right, right. That makes sense. It's that gap between just looking at something and actually having hard data.
Yeah.
So how does InspectEx bridge that gap? What's the tech? Okay, so the foundation is what they call edge intelligence and adaptive sensor fusion.
Okay.
Put simply, it uses specific sensors, once picked for the job, to grab real-time, very precise information.
What kind of sensors?
Could be anything, really. A normal camera, maybe LiDAR for super accurate distances, thermal for heat signatures, GPS for location.
Uh-huh.
The key thing is it might use just one sensor, or it might combine several, depending on what you need to inspect.
And that's the fusion part, when it uses more than one.
Exactly. That's the adaptive fusion.
Mm.
Powerful AI models take all that data coming in from different sensors and, well, intelligently blend it. This gives you a much more reliable, consistent analysis than you get from just one sensor alone.
Interesting. So it's not just seeing, it's layering different kinds of information to get a clearer, more complete picture.
Precisely.
Now, is this about replacing the human inspectors? Because that's often the fear with AI.
No, not at all. That's a really important point. It's about augmenting them, giving the human inspectors a much more powerful toolkit. InspectEx uses these advanced AI models to basically help them do their jobs better. More accuracy, finding issues way faster, improving safety, and crucially, minimizing disruptions to whatever operation they're inspecting.
So the AI does the grunt work of collecting and analyzing data.
Kind of, yeah. It handles the heavy lifting of data capture and that initial analysis. This lets the inspectors use their expertise on the stuff that actually needs, human judgment and decision-making.
Right, like having a super assistant. So what can it actually do, functionality-wise?
Okay, a few key things. First, real-time alerts. If the system spots a problem.
Someone knows immediately.
Exactly. Instant notification so you can respond much faster, minimize downtime. Second, it automatically logs everything it detects. Every issue.
Creating a record.
Yeah, a really detailed auditable record. You can review it, analyze it, and this automatic logging, that's what turns those simple observations into a rich data set. You can visualize trends, understand current problems, look back at historical issues.
That sounds incredibly useful. Spotting patterns, maybe predicting things. Can you give us an example, like a real-world scenario?
Sure, think about an airfield. That's a big area for them.
Yeah.
Let's say InspectEx spots some FOD foreign object debris, like a loose bolt on the runway.
Okay.
It doesn't just flag FOD found. It logs it with the precise GPS location, plus all the sensor data it used, maybe a picture, maybe LiDAR, showing its size.
Right.
So the maintenance crew, they can see exactly where it is, what it looks like, all that detail before they even go out there.
So they show up prepared.
Exactly. With the right people, the right tools, maybe even the right replacement part if needed, all on the first trip. No wasted time, no repeat inspections, just to figure out what's needed.
That's a big efficiency win right there.
Definitely. And what's really neat is how the sensor fusion helps here too. A vehicle or drone equipped with InspectEx could say, check for FOD and verify the runway lights are working, and check the condition of the painted markings, and maybe even scan the perimeter fence for intrusions.
All at the same time, in one go.
Potentially, yes. All in a single pass. That's a massive boost in how efficiently you can cover the ground.
Wow, okay. That's impressive. Now, I also saw a mention of something called InspectEx Cloud. What's that piece?
Right. InspectEx Cloud. Think of it as the central brain for managing and analyzing all this data, specifically in airport operations context.
Okay.
It pulls in all those automatic logs from the field units, plus maybe any issues inspectors report manually. Then it integrates that data with predictive AI models.
Predictive, so forecasting issues.
Exactly. That's the goal. It enables things like much smarter maintenance scheduling. By looking at past issues, current conditions, wear and tear patterns, the system can start to predict, hey, this section of taxiway might need attention soon, or this type of light fails more often in these conditions.
So moving from reactive fixing broken things to proactive maintenance.
Precisely. Addressing potential problems before they actually cause a disruption.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let's dig into some of those specific AI tools. You mentioned FOD AI for debris. What else is in the toolbox?
Yeah, FODAI is a big one. Then there's SnowPro AI that creates detailed profiles of snowbanks, which is obviously critical for winter operations safety. Surface AI, this was coming soon apparently, but sounds really interesting. It'll focus on automatically spotting cracks and other surface defects. Think runways, taxiways, huge for predictive maintenance.
Definitely. Catching cracks early saves a lot of money and hassle.
For sure. And similar idea, lighting AI, also coming soon, is designed to help inspectors pinpoint lighting issues really quickly and accurately.
Makes sense. Finding one burnt-out bulb among hundreds must be tedious.
Totally. Beyond those, they're also developing RSA AI, that's for runway surface area evaluation, plus AI for signage and markings. And then there's P8S AI,
P8S.
perimeter and intrusion detection system. So checking fences for holes or gaps, but also smart enough to tell the difference between, say, a vehicle, an animal, or a person causing an intrusion alert.
Wow, that's quite a specialized suite of AI, tailored right for airfields.
Very much so.
I also noticed IlluminX AI works with Fort brand services. As a reseller, why is that partnership significant?
Yeah, that's quite relevant.
Yeah.
Fort Brand Services, they've been around for ages, over 35 years, supplying equipment and tech to airfields. They really know the industry inside out.
Ah, established players.
Exactly. So their deep understanding and their, existing relationships and network, that gives InspectEx a really strong route to market. It gets the technology in front of the airport operators who can actually use it.
Right. It's combining the cutting-edge tech with that established industry trust and access.
It's a smart strategic move, pairs the innovation with the market expertise.
Makes perfect sense. Okay, let's try and pull this all together then. If someone's just tuning in, what's the main thing they should take away about InspectEx?
I'd say the core message is that InspectEx aims to really redefine how inspections are done in these critical environments, starting with airfields. It's about turning what you see, those observations, into actual usable data.
And the goal?
The goal is boosting safety, speeding up how quickly you can react to problems, and just giving operators much more confidence in the state of their infrastructure.
And it seems pretty flexible in how it can be deployed, not just on one specific type of truck or anything.
That's right. Versatility is key. It's designed to work on different platforms, vehicles certainly, but also drones, UAVs, even potentially fixed locations like mounted cameras. And importantly, they emphasize that security is built in from the ground up, following industry best practices to keep all that operational data safe.
Okay. So it really does sound like a significant step forward, using AI to make these critical operations safer and more efficient.
I think so.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How this kind of AI-driven inspection, this turning observations into data, how that could change things in other critical industries too, beyond airfields.
Oh, absolutely.
Pipelines, bridges, power grids. Where else could this level of automated monitoring and analysis make a huge difference? Definitely food for thought.
Thanks. This has been a really insightful deep dive.